spent on Python and Unity. So, uh, me and the other people in my class started something called Code Quest, right? And it's like a competition hosted by Lockheed Martin. And here there's a whole bunch of uh of little coding challenges. And some of them are easy, some of them are medium, and I haven't done any yet, but there's a whole bunch of hard ones at the end. So essentially this has just been helping me develop my critical thinking and coding and my Python, learning Python syntax. So here's an example of one. So in this one called Aerospace Intruders, it'll you can actually oh no, not Aerospace Intruders. If we go back here, anti-asteroid weapon, that's the one. Okay, so an anti-asteroid weapon, you go here, you look at the description, and it'll tell you a little quick background. It'll tell you the problem. And so in this one, it gives you a list of asteroid coordinates, right? And you need to organize them in which one is closest based on the coordinates, and you use the distance formula. And essentially, one of the ways we discussed it as a class, is to make an asteroid class, and then use the init function to define the variables, the toString. And then I didn't know you could do this. This is where these little challenges come in handy. I can learn all these things about Python I didn't know. So you can actually compare objects using, so in this function, compare distance, I return object.distance, which works with the asteroid class. And so down here in line 26, you can use that as the key in the sort function that all lists have, because I put all the asteroids in a list. And so what happens is the problem will also have sample text that you download and you find, right? You find it and put in your downloads, or I have in my computer science folder. Anti-asteroid weapon. Okay, so it's already, okay. So you see there, it takes the, I should probably open it. So if you go here, it'll give you like a sample, and it'll give you also like a sample of what the output should be. Right, so this is the input, and we use the system class and the readline function .rstrip, and that's how it reads all these things. And then this is the output, and as you can see, this output matches this. And then you put it back here, you submit it, and then once you submit, it'll tell you if you solved it, wrong answer, all these different results. So that's what I did for, I think it was the majority of this 9 weeks. But recently, I also started with Will. I started another project, like a Rubik's Cube simulator. So this is like brand new, a couple days old actually. But it's really interesting. So made a cube, and oh, that took me a long time to create. It's really tedious. So essentially, I made a script that, here it is. So each individual cube in the Rubik's Cube has coordinates, and depending on which side you want to rotate, right, this way or this way, it'll check for specific coordinates. Right now I only have it for one of them, the left column center. It's all relative to the red side. So this would be the left column. So if it's 3D coordinates, by the way. So if they're all on if all their x's are 0, then they become a child of the center one, which has a specific coordinate, I believe is 0, 1, 1. And then it rotates around that object. So if we click here, run, and we click 1, which is what I have binded to it right now, boom. I haven't played around with the camera at all, but you could probably tell that the sides are changing. And now I just need to do, there's an error here. I'm still not entirely sure. It has something to do with the input actions, it looks like. But I need to look into that. So far, it's gone pretty well. This is probably what I'll be mostly doing, along with some Python, this last 9 weeks. And yeah, that's what that was my 9 weeks as far as computer science.